hope it works. Can you hear us, guys? Amazing. Please wear your headsets. As we are starting this great panel with my amazing panelists, Jade Roberts, General Manager at CX and Logistics at Monica Vinader, and Hayden Dudley, he got promoted, but he's not very official about it, Head of Customer at kitlocker.com. We're going to talk today about, and I should probably introduce myself. My name is Maja Schaefer. I'm co-founder and CEO at Zowie, AI CX platform for e-commerce brands. And we're going to talk today about AI in customer experience. How is it transforming customer experience, and what does it mean for e-commerce brands? Actually, I want to start this panel with saying it out loud that I believe customer experience, customer service is one of the most undervalued channels in e-commerce, and many people don't realize how big impact it can have on revenue, on your conversion rate, of course on your margins, but everybody thinks, okay, that's just the cost, while actually it can generate revenue. And of course you can cut the cost by implementing AI. Why is that? Mostly because we don't think about customer experience as a channel. How is it different from, like an email marketing? How is it different from Instagram interaction from your shoppers? It's some kind of touch that is actually highly valuable because, well, people talk to us and we should be there for them. And my amazing panelists actually implement AI in their CX. They enable chat experiences, conversational experiences for the users. And we're going to talk about how it transformed their business so far. So let's start with the first one. Maybe Jade. Why should e-commerce leaders actually care about customer experience, customer service, and chat experiences, live experiences on their website?
Morning. Hopefully you can hear me. Thank you, Maya, for that intro. Customer care teams are so often thought of as the unsung heroes of a business and are kind of left to their own devices. I've been in many an office where I'm squirreled away in the depths of customer care and people don't often visit us. And for me, there needs to be a very big change in that in terms of how the C-suite or the directors are looking at customer care teams and what value they can add to your business. We aren't just the people that are looking after complaints. We are the people that are sustaining the relationship with your customers, which ultimately turns into conversion, and that's so important. We equally have access to a huge amount of feedback and data and insight from our customers to understand actually what keeps bringing them back to our brand or not bringing them back to our brand. And that for us is the most powerful thing. And at Monica Vinader, we feel very strongly about having that sort of internal PR campaign around customer care is the voice of the customer.
I think for me it's serving our customers 24/7 and not just when it's convenient for us but convenient for them. Our peak purchasing times for our customers are 6 till 10 p.m. in an evening. Our traditional customer service hours are 9 till 5, Monday to Friday. Similar challenge for a lot of small and medium businesses. And I think AI and focusing on customer experience as an overall function allows us to do that really, really well and engage with customers at their convenience and not just at ours.
Thank you. That's exactly true. You can enable live experiences, but probably without AI, it just would be too expensive and not really possible because you cannot be there 24/7. I probably already answered to my next question, but would love to hear from you. What made you kind of implement AI into customer experience? What was this kind of decision-making moment for you?
I can go. So we had a twofold approach. One was scaling for peak, quite practically. We are a very big seasonal gifting business. Any of you in retail might know that problem that comes most Novembers and December with Black Friday. And for us, hiring the amount of staff that we needed, training them to understand all of the complex queries, systems, processes that they needed to understand at short notice, and probably for just a short lifespan within our business, was becoming unmanageable. And for us, we really wanted to get ahead of that before it impacted our response times and the quality of service that we were giving. So AI seemed like a great win for that. The second strategy behind AI for us was really allowing our support teams to have space to have meaningful conversations with our customers. So the nature of customer care, particularly at Black Friday and Christmas, can be relatively repetitive in our industry, tracking queries, returns policies, exchanges, etc. And for us, our business is built on that sentimental nature of jewelry and having nostalgic conversations with our customers about the pieces that they have and why they love them. And we wanted our humans to focus on those and our bot to pick up the work that was repetitive and could be automated in a much more simplistic way.
I think I jumped the gun a little bit on your first question, but for the answer to this question, I think it would be allowing customers to ask questions in the way they want to ask them. I've got a big dislike of interactive FAQs. Now, there's nothing wrong with them. I know a lot of businesses use them. It's a good way to scale and take that customer volume out of your customer support teams. But ultimately, a lot of customers want to ask questions in the way they want to ask them, and they want answers that are unique to them and fast and there as easily as possible. And I think that for AI is really achievable for us.
Thank you. Yeah, that's mostly what most of the e-commerce brands experience. But at the same time, what most of the leaders, as you guys experience, is some hesitancy around implementing AI in the organization. I have here research that actually 23% of organizations see this kind of resistance in terms of implementing AI, and they have to fight for it in their organizations. I'm curious, Jade, how it was for you. Your entire career is around premium brands, Ted Baker, now Monica Vinader, Jack Wells. Was it hard to convince the leadership to implement AI? Maybe you yourself had some doubts about it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think we've probably all had that fear at some point that a bot's going to go rogue and tell our customer that another brand is better than us. And that's terrifying, isn't it? But I think we took a really pragmatic approach with launching AI at Monica Vinader. So what queries could a bot or AI handle and give a good experience for versus what queries needed a human and needed a human experience. And we didn't go all guns blazing. We were very methodical and strategic, I guess, about what questions were right for that time. Equally very lucky that we have some very big AI advocates in our business, so that helped the use case a lot. But yeah, I mean, there was definite initial resistance, and maybe mostly from our customer care team, in all honesty, who were genuinely worried that their jobs were going to be taken. And I think the big piece for us internally was about saying, this isn't about taking your jobs away. This is about giving you space to do your job really well.
Resistance, no. Doubts, yes. One of the best things about working in sport is our diverse, broad customer base. One of the greatest challenges as a working in sport is our great, diverse, broad customer base, all with different levels of trust of AI. So you've got your university students, they don't care if they get who gives them that answer, they just want that answer fast and the correct answer that's unique to them. A school parent who's got their child starting school for the very first day the following day, slightly less trusting, and that's where we really need to get the human connection and the personal level into that human AI to give them that reassurance they'd get from a human agent. And that's where we think we've really managed to achieve that through AI.
Thank you for that. Yesterday, I had an opportunity to have a presentation here about AI trends that actually drive impact and that you can measure the results of it. And I don't know that there's so many AI cases out there that cannot really prove ROI and results, and resistance comes usually from lack of numbers, I would say. So let's talk numbers now. What impact does AI have on some of your numbers, some of your goals, KPIs, Jade?
So the first big one, and someone please come and check on me on the 29th of November when we reach Black Friday to make sure I haven't made a massive mistake on this, but we are about to hire 50% less seasonal team members than we did last year, which feels massive. And I think that's a crucial one for us. Not only is that a financial saving, that's a massive time saving for the management team within the customer care department. So they have less training to give to numerous people, and they can reinvest their time in the permanent team that we've got, upskilling them, making sure that they're able to deal with those more complex queries that they're now handling. So from a financial point of view, I guess that's a big number. The other one for us is our response times and CSAT are all trending upwards. CSAT is consistently within the high 90s for both customers that have interacted just with a bot or with a human. And our first response times are less than an hour across all channels.
Amazing. Hayden?
So our customer base continues to grow, and how do we scale that effectively? Last year, for example, we spent a lot of time training sales agents to handle customer support tickets, which is not what we want to be doing in key sales months. Similar to Jade there, I mean, she's trounced my number with 50%, but 20%, we've had a 20% increase in our operational and commercial staff in the last 6 months. Our customer service team has stayed a team of 4, an excellent team of 4, but without AI, they'd be a team of 6 or 7. So from a return on investment point of view, it's really worked for us. Like I say, as much as we love our customer support agents, if we can get AI to handle customer traffic quicker, faster, better, then we're all for that.
Thank you, and I wish you amazing Black Friday, guys. That's for sure. One thing that many leaders have doubts as well about is customer satisfaction. You mentioned about this, Jade, that your customer satisfaction is stable with or without AI, which is absolutely amazing. Why is that? Like, what impact did you see on customer experience, and why? Because I expect that the answer is customer experience is just better. Why is that, right? Why is that? While many leaders actually thinking, okay, it's a machine, people want to talk to people, especially in your case with luxury brands. What's your take on it?
Yeah, I think we've never shied away from being very transparent to our customer that it is a bot that they are talking to in the first instance, and I think that is quite crucial. So a customer can get to a human very quickly if they need to, but equally they know the bot is there to help them self-serve. I think back to a really clear example in my head from last Black Friday when we had actually just started using AI. And it was the night that our Black Friday promotion ended. Any of you that have Black Friday probably know that frantic feeling on the last evening of the discount where everyone is trying to get their sales through and suddenly the code isn't working. And customer care were very, very busy. And at the same time, our returns portal decided to have a bit of a moment and cause a huge increase of customer queries that way too. So we very quickly were able to go to the AI, quickly train it on what was happening, teach it a workaround, and all of the returns customers were able to get self-service immediately without the need to queue and speak to an agent who really couldn't do very much at the time. And for us, I think that really demonstrated the power of AI and how it could satisfy our customers. Not only did we manage to help them with a problem that had occurred very short notice and quickly fix it, but we also managed to take that away from customers that weren't impacted by that problem. So the customers that were trying to shop and talk to our stylists and our agents didn't have to wait in a long queue because something else was happening. They could still get right through and finish their transaction. So for us, I think that really showed the power of how AI can satisfy like a variety of needs without really taking much time to do by the people that are using it in the back end.
I'm going to repeat myself a little bit, but it's those three words, quicker, faster, better, that I think our customers really value, but we don't want to lose the human connection they also really value in that as well. So AI allows us to provide fast, accurate responses and tailor them personally to customers. Our agents are able to do that as well, but not at the same scale, not at the same speed, not at the same cost. So I think the leveraging of AI to do that is really, really effective. But my advice as part of that is don't lose human connection along the way.
Amazing. I love how you both mentioned that you can basically train AI once and you are covered, right? While if you hire more seasonal agents, you have to train them all, and they'll probably drop after 3 months or quicker, and you have to do it again during the next peak season. While like you can train AI once and it's done, and you can train AI once very quickly. Like in your case, there is some issue, there's product messed up or web team messed up, and you can train the AI to handle those kind of small fuck-ups and really reduce the backlog, but also improve customer experience. That's really amazing. Okay, before we wrap up, guys, I would love to hear again from each of you. What's been kind of the biggest win from implementing AI into your CX strategy? And maybe one piece of advice for folks that think about it, maybe they have some doubts, or maybe they're just thinking, okay, should I do it before Black Friday? Should I do it in January or maybe in 2026? Jade?
Don't put it off till January 2026, Maja. That's far too long. Our biggest win today it's probably just a summary of what I've already said, but we've been able to give our usual level of excellent service. We are a brand that's founded on customer obsession. You know, we have customers that come to us with pieces of jewelry that they bought 13 years ago from Monica herself in her farmhouse before we had a website, and we can still service those conversations now, 13 years later, and at the scale that we are now operating. And I think to be able to do that is really, really amazing. We have protected our CSAT. Our response times are faster than ever, and I think we couldn't do that without AI. My top tips, I guess, would be transparent. And I said earlier, we've never shied away from saying we have a bot. She has a name. She's lovingly known as Carla, and our customers know when they are speaking with Carla bot. They also know that they can get to a human very quickly, and I think that takes some of that friction away. And if I'm allowed to be naughty and have a second piece of advice, I would say just be very pragmatic. There are obviously some conversations that your bot cannot handle. It's not going to be as empathetic as my human is when it's musing on a piece that you did buy 13 years ago. I would love it to. But if you think that through, then there's probably a use case for your bot. Just be clear on what that is before you go into it.
Excellent points. For us, I think scalability and efficiency are the big wins. Sorry, can people hear me? I keep moving this mic a lot. Back to those three words, quicker, faster, better. It allows our customers and our customer support team to handle traffic in really busy times. And we're a growing business. There'll be loads of growing businesses, really fast growing businesses at the conference today in the audience now. And I think it's really allowed us to do that without having a lot of agent costs at the same time. My advice, take it step by step. It's difficult to implement all at once. I've heard stories where brands have tried to implement AI across pre-purchase, post-purchase, throughout their checkout journey, and it's a lot to do all at once. Take it step by step. Don't rush. Make sure your brand voice is in the AI. Let the AI learn from you before it's let loose with your customers. And yeah, don't lose human connection along the way. So don't rush. Keep human connection, and don't wait till 2026.
Thank you for that. I think you are great examples of blending human support and AI, and it's possible, and you don't have to lose your brand voice and amazing customer experience. Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you so much, Hayden. That's all from us. But if you guys would like to learn more about AI in customer experience, AI in e-commerce, look for the very orange booth behind us, and I hope to see you guys there. Thank you.